preparing for overtime again Saturday?
Yeah, always. What's it? I should have looked at that stat though. I mean, 4 out of 7 games of overtime. So yeah.
1 point regulation. That hasn't surprised you for that series, though, has it?
It hasn't. One, I think it goes back to one, we're built a lot alike, smaller teams and good guard play. 2, I think it's a rivalry type game because we're familiar with them for a long time and a lot of pride in that. But yeah, it's just been a game. I just watched our game a couple times of when we just played them a couple weeks back, how we even got to overtime, and just shows you the grit that our team was showing during that time, and the ability to force the overtime. So that's what we're expecting. Obviously, they're trying to ramp up to get the best seeding they're going to get, and we're trying to ramp up as well, try to get a better seeding for ourselves. But senior day for us, there's going to be a lot of emotion, so we're going to definitely have to keep riding on the momentum we've gotten from this last week.
The big picture is still trending the right direction with March coming up?
I think so. There's there's still teaching moments. But as we all know, it doesn't matter how you win. You just need to win, especially in March. You can win ugly. You can win, obviously, gracefully, but it's all about surviving and advancing. And that's kind of where we're at with this team. As long as we win and we can have some moments to where we show why we won and the consistency of what brought that forward. But also there's still teaching moments to where we have to be better this late in the year in these things if you want to continue to advance. So I think traditionally our guys have done a nice job down the stretch of finding ways to win in late February and March. And with the new group this year, I think now we're over that hump of winning close games. Last week we won 2 close games, finally won an overtime game, so there's growth there, and hopefully that'll continue to carry over.
And we're going into the Big Sky. It's been kind of maybe your comfort zone. Since you joined the league, you've had success all but 1 year in that tournament. Is that kind of point
yeah,
you can emphasize?
It is, because we've had success there. Obviously, I think the guys who have been around, they know how to win in those scenarios. I think as coaches, we know what it takes to win and how to prepare to win in those scenarios as well. Now it's just getting the newer guys just confident and comfortable in that. And the hurdle all of us have is just now everybody's going to be ramping up, obviously, for the tournament because it's just a one-bid league, so you got to be your best. And so everybody's going to have a little extra pop to them and excitement to them. So we got to be able to manage that at the same time.
Do you change anything this time of year?
Change anything?
Yeah.
Besides my clothes? Not really. I think we're finally into we can just improve on some things. And get better at some things, but as far as I think our rotation's set, maybe changing some things the way now we haven't played Portland State and Sac State yet. Obviously, we can't change anything there. We haven't seen them yet, but we just got to be able to improve upon and change maybe some game prepping scenarios for the opponents that we're about to face. I think we can be better at some of those things, but I think we've really liked our prep with that. But yeah, I like the rotation, the rhythm we're in right now. Our bench is, different guys have stepped up, so there's been growth there. So yeah, I think we're getting a good look at what this team can become, not just now, but as we move forward in the future.
You mentioned your bench a little bit. You've had to rely so heavily on your starting 5. Are you hoping to see a little bit more from your bench moving forward? Yeah,
I do. I do, because I think they're more capable, but it's hard because they're freshmen and sophomore. And there's times I feel the role that we need them to play, I don't know if they're completely ready for that. And they've shown moments that consistently ready for it. But I think they're more and more capable of doing it. It's just understanding there's a lot of things that go behind that. It's the preparation side of it. And just being confident. It's more confidence in themselves. But, yeah, I think the teams that advance in March, no different than last year. I think we had in the tournaments, Corey Baldwin came out and shot lights out for us. Now, he'd done that periodically through the year, but in the tournament, he was lights out. You're going to need somebody to step up, especially in a tournament that maybe you haven't counted on consistently to do that over a course of 3 games. So last week we had Keenan do it on a Thursday night, and Billy gave us a big pop on a Saturday. So to me, that's what I enjoyed about that scenario, and that's what it's going to continue to have to be.
Kind of going off of Wayne's question there, what does change in a tournament setting? I know you got to get through these 2 games, but in terms of your preparation, where the games are, kind of coming at you quick.
I think it's more mentally. It's it's X and O's, but also it's mental freshness as well, and obviously being physically fresh, and just really being strong in your staples, meaning defensively, what do you do every day that allows you to be good? What do you do offensively every day? For us, it's been pretty simple. Are we going to share the ball and move the ball? And like we saw the other night, we had, 24 assists, made 15 threes because the ball was moving. Defensively, when we've been our best, we have guys guarding the basketball, making multiple efforts, and rebounding. So it's like, can we be really good at those core things and not get so wrapped up? To me, it's not the set plays and the actions that beat you. It's the transition defense. It's the backboards. It's things that you can I guard the basketball? It's those things. Can we be better at those things, which I know we can be.
You have a unique situation on Saturday with Dale just being your lone senior, but what has he meant to you guys this season?
Well, obviously, I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he's spent 2 years injured and just getting over that physically and mentally. People don't realize that's a tough hurdle to overcome when you don't always trust your body. And him, even this year, he's been times where he's kind of just not taking it to a level just because out of probably fear. And now I think he's over that hurdle, and he's meant for us. He's an older guy. He's mature. Obviously, the way he can shoot the basketball has really brought opened the floor up for other players, but rebounding and just being older. I think it's just the wisdom of that. And the thing I think he does a good job of talking to guys about appreciating your opportunities, because you never know when something's taken away from you what you're going to get, if you're going to get a second chance. But if you do, you got to make the most of it. So I'm just grateful for that he's been able to finish this season, because I think that's a big life hurdle that he was looking to get over, and now that he's been able to do that. Now we just want to see him continue to rise and soar.